Talk Radio Network.
Tampa Bay's Tan Talk, entertaining and informative radio for the Sunshine State.
It's 7 o'clock. It's Thursday night. I'm Mac James, stand-up comic, and it's time for Stand Up for News. Citizens of Earth, welcome back to another amazing episode of Stand Up for News. We are stand-up comics, and we tell the news. Basically, I am your host, Mac James. This is my co-host, Robin, Macho Woman Savage. Say hello, Robin.
Hey, everybody out there.
And my other co-host right here to my left is, if you're facing north, it's to my left, that is. If you're listening, Kevin A. Holly. Say hello, Kevin A. Holly, stand-up comic.
What's up?
And my other co-host, say hello, Brandy Joy, stand-up comic. Brandy Joy.
Hello, everyone.
Welcome back, young lady. And my music director, the artist known as Christopher Wright. Say hello, Christopher Wright.
Hello, Christopher Wright.
Thank you so much. So much going on in the news. My sponsor is in studio. We were going to do the song later. You want to do it now, Chris? You look antsy.
I thought we always started with the theme song.
Well,
Is that what the theme song's for?
Things have evolved. We do it at the end now, but we can do it.
Okay.
You guys, I'm going to give it to you once. We do a theme song. We sing it together. I'll give you the lyrics one time. You better remember them. Stand up for you, stand up for news. We'll stand up for you. You can stand up too. Stand up for news, stand up for news. Don't sit down. Stand up for now. Stand up for news. You guys ready?
Got it.
Are you out there in radio land and YouTube land and podcast land ready? Stand up for news. Stand up for news. We'll stand up for you. You stand up too. Sing. Don't sit down, Caroline. Stand up now. Stand up for news. Stand up for news. I love your guitar, Chris. Joe Rieger, our sponsor. Welcome back. Creator of One Unit Entertainment, who is now the sponsor of Stand Up for News, and creator of King of the Ring. Welcome back, Joe. Say hello.
Hello. Thank you for having me again.
Hi,
You
Joe.
brought a guest with you.
Hello.
Say hello, Carol Ann.
Oh, hello.
Hello,
How
Carol
are you-
Ann.
Hello.
Hi,
How are you guys
Carolyn.
doing out there tonight?
All right.
Or
Well,
this evening?
That's a good
We're-
radio voice right there.
yes.
Oh,
She's going to do a
thank you,
segment at the end. I
guys.
already
Don't
pre-planned it. It
gas
was
me
going
up
to be a
too much.
surprise. So, let's see. Joe, what got you into entertainment? I want to ask you, Joe. We didn't bring a guest because I personally want to get the word out about Unit 1. One Unit. I haven't done that in a while. Go ahead and tell us where'd you get this idea from, Joe?
Oh, well, last July 1st, I was I was supposed to be an extra in a movie. Baker acted, and they took me on board, and something clicked that day. And I had a dream that night, and I woke up July 2nd, and with this vision for this company, One Unit.
Hey, that's my birthday.
Actually, the vision was a song. Is a song to unite this world. It's a 7-minute song, and it's gonna hit every country, every style of music, and we're gonna unite the world into one song. That was my dream, and then the company's been going since then.
Can I ask what you got Baker acted and then had that dream while you were Baker acted?
Actually, I got 2 acting roles in
The
Baker
movie.
acted.
The movie's called Baker.
I know.
I know. It's about a guy that
I-
likes to make cookies. He became an actor. He's a baker acted.
Hey, and you're almost a year in. July 2nd, you said,
July
right?
2nd. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It'll be 1 year
Partay.
coming up.
So you also created King of the Ring Comedy Tour. It's a comedy tournament, and you're going to have a reboot party in 2 days, right? Saturday night,
Yes, sir.
and that is going to be in
Riverview.
In Riverview. We pulled up the address earlier. We're going to talk about it when we cover our plugs that we plug. What's that segment called? We covered everything but plugs.
But
We'll cover that
then.
So, what else? What was your upbringing like, Joe? You grew up in a nice neighborhood and you had a mansion you lived in and stuff?
No, sir. No, we grew up, I don't know. I thought it was normal until I got older. Yeah. But yeah, we had our hard times and been through the ringer
We had
and
a
the middle
similar
finger.
upbringing, both of us. We grew up in poverty, I guess. You told me at
Yeah.
one point we were homeless as a kid.
Yes, sir. When we moved here, got kicked out of where we were staying at and went homeless. Lived in the YWCA for 6 months till my mom got established. down here, and been here ever since.
She had to
Shout
do that
out,
all by
Mom.
herself.
Yeah, mama.
Shout out Joe's
So
mom.
basically, her hard work and effort and ability to care about enough it got you where you're at now, basically. So I met your mom. She's a lovely, lovely lady. She was awesome. She laughed at all my jokes. That's why I like her, really.
I paid her for that.
She a single mom or no?
Yeah, it was a single. She was a single mom.
Yeah, she's still
Yeah.
single or
Yeah.
yeah, because you're a good looking guy. I figured I'd ask, like
Thank
you know.
Yeah, knock,
you.
knock.
Thank you.
Knock, knock.
Joe's there.
Joe's mama. It's a real
So-
thing.
Everybody has a lot of questions about our mysterious new sponsor.
It's a real
So-
thing.
Everybody has a lot of questions about our mysterious new sponsor. Like Robin has questions for you. Robin, you wanted to ask him some stuff. Go right ahead. Fire away.
Where did you get your super shiny hat?
Yes.
Actually, that was Marty McFly last Halloween. Yeah, for part 2. So
Yeah.
Oh, that's
I actually won the costume contest. So that was cool. I had the hoverboard and the shoes, everything.
Yeah, Parkinson's.
I feel like you're about.
haven't got there
That's how I played the guitar so fast.
I feel like you're about like a foot and a half taller than Michael J. Fox.
Yeah, probably. Maybe a little taller.
Is your single mom tall or no?
Yeah,
She's
yeah.
tall.
All right,
We're-
cool.
Yeah, my whole
Yeah.
family was tall.
Yeah, I'm out then.
You know, one thing I do want to as do a nice thank you to One Unit for doing the King of the Ring stuff, because I've of course hosted and gone to many of those, and that even kind of led me here with you fine guys over at Stand Up for News. So
Well, you were on the list of people to invite, right? Me
yeah,
and
it was a
Robin
big
made a
long
list of
list,
new
very
co-hosts.
flattering.
that we
I'm happy
wanted
no
to
one else
introduce.
answered.
Yeah, thank you.
No, some of them just were a little too much. We're right down the middle. We don't pick a side. We don't have opinions. We are not to the right or left. We cut the news the way it is. And we brought some news to stand up for today, pretty much, because the news can't stand up for itself. It was born without any legs.
That's right.
You know, Andy
Was
was
it?
born in a wheelchair. So we stand up for the news right here at WTAN. If you want to stand up for the news, call us right here at 727-441-3000 as well. So I'm going to ask my mom, Robin, to start out with some current news, the breaking stories that we got to start covering in our new current news segment of season 4, episode 20. Fire away, Mom.
Well, this is in
She's looking at
honor.
me like, hurry up.
No, this is in honor of Captain Jim because it's a very long joke.
Well, good thing I went with that first.
Nice, yes.
So buckle in, guys. Texas Governor Greg Abbott abolishes the Lottery Commission. The short-term effect will mean people cannot buy lottery tickets online or in an app. Now, the long-term effect is that the whole lottery system will be abolished in September of 2029. This comes after they have Texas has delegalized pot and blocked students from using phones in the classroom. All the changes have affected Texas's motto to everything is a big bummer in Texas.
Nice, nice.
Took a lot of words to get
Like everything's bigger in Texas, even the bummers. So, yeah.
Over to Brandy Joy with more current news.
Yeah, current news. I recently read there's this man. He's 26 years old. His name is Joe DiMeo. He is 26 years old. He received a full face transplant. Full face transplant. He was in a coma for 3 months and received a full face transplant from a 47-year-old donor. Could you imagine going into coma at the age of 26 and waking up only 3 months later with the face of a 47-year-old man? Like, thanks, Mom. It was just the only face available.
A face only a mother could love.
That's that movie Face Off.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Real deal.
Well, Kevin, welcome back. You've been on vacation. Tell us how it's been. We got any news to stand up for today?
I do. I got a few. An environmental group raised concerns about an ICE detainment facility called Alligator Alcatraz that's being built right now. Yeah, in the Everglades. And we interviewed one alligator, and he said, "Nah, this prison's food, it's a little spicy, but it's not so bad."
Nice.
Sean Connery played one of them, and he said, "Welcome to the croc."
Welcome to the croc. I like it.
All right. Did I talk about the prostitute that fell into the subway line in New York City last week? You guys hear about that? She got electrocuted by the power line in the subway. When she was rescued, when the Stand Up for News correspondent Mac James, myself, got there on the scene, he said, "What was that experience like?" She just looked at me and said, "I was horrified." It was horrifying.
There it is.
All right, over to Robin again.
Okay. The Boston Police Department started a program where senior citizens walk the beat with them every month. So the senior citizens have fun exercising and meeting new people where they tell them, hey, you're not better than me.
I'm walking over here.
Hey. That's supposed to be my boss.
Pretty soon, we'll have our man on the street, Scott Patrick, calling in from any street. Who knows? He's the man on a street. But up until then, we're going to give it over to Brandy with some more current news.
All right. So it says on the news, a deputy pulls over a driver for speeding. However, he learns that he was going to a funeral and his reaction went viral. So I looked to see what this reaction was. And I guess the deputy was just fixing the guy's tie. So did he get a ticket? Maybe, maybe not. I got pulled over the other day. I got out of a ticket. Psych, I'm black. I got the ticket.
Well, luckily you're going to get shot.
I'm also half white.
There we go. All right, Kevin, Holly, what's been new?
Oh, in space news, AX-4 crews docked with the International Space Station for a 2-week stay today, underwater in California with a bunch of bubbles. It's not real. That's my news. It's not real. There's no way it's real.
Conspiracy.
Yeah.
Today is National Handshake Day, you guys. Did you guys know that? It's National Handshake Day. I took Chris's hand and threw it in a blender with some ice cream, It tasted like a black penis. Coincidentally, it's a national chocolate pudding day, coincidentally.
Oh my God. Jeez. All right, guilty as charged, but you didn't have to call me out on the radio like that.
It was delicious.
I mean, yeah, but you had to be there.
Did you bring some stand-up news to stand up for, Chris?
I did bring a little current news to stand up for, actually, yes. Last week in Washington State, a man says that his bearded dragon woke him up by smacking him in the face with its tail. Man and dragon barely escaped the house fire. Man, that's like a real How to Train Your Dragon to Save Your Butt sort of situation. I don't know. I hear house fire. I hear dragons. I'm thinking Puff the Magic Dragon. I don't know, man. It's a bit... That's a bit sus, in my opinion.
Was he wearing women's clothing or something?
Was he wearing women's clothing? I don't know. He might have been.
He was dragging. I guess was assuming.
He was dragging. Yeah.
Dragon.
He had makeup on like you did last week. Where's the makeup anyway? Happy Pride Month again. It's almost your last time to talk about it on the air.
That's true.
So we'll get to some stand up for gay news or your gay news, aka my gay news, after Robin hits us with some more current stuff.
Okay. McDonald's and Krispy Kreme will soon end their partnership. Both businesses say that the collaboration failed due to high cost, lack of demand, and their customers refusing instant diabetes. I never knew you could buy Krispy Kreme donuts at McDonald's.
Yeah, it's the same as buying diabetes at McDonald's.
It's called McCrispy Kreme donuts.
McBeaties.
Oh my God, nice.
All right, Robin, beat that one.
All right.
I'm just kidding. It's over to you, though. Ball's in your court.
All right, let's see what I got. All right. A Greenleaf man. I don't know why it's called Greenleaf. Maybe it's a city. But a Greenleaf man sentenced to 17 and a half years in prison for stalking. For stalking, though? I actually befriended an elderly neighbor because I found out that she was the grandmother of this guy that I liked. Yeah. She welcomed me right in. Watch your grandparents, people. There's some stalkers out there.
I've been looking for a single
Go up
grandparent.
stalking after midnight, out in the moonlight, searching for grandma. All right, Kevin, Holly, fire when ready.
Okay, nobody cares news. Drag returns to Shakespeare in Fat Ham at St. Petersburg's American Stage.
Oh yeah. Nice.
See?
Yes.
Nobody cares but the gay guy. Nobody cares.
Yeah.
I thought that's how Shakespeare always was. There was not women in the theater. It was the men did all the parts.
Historically, women were not allowed to be actors, so men had to play the female parts, like in all of Shakespeare. So I'm like, yeah, that just sounds like return to form.
Awesome, yeah.
That's how theater should be.
I'll
right?
just go cross that out. I'm never going to talk about that again. Thanks.
Let's make theater great again.
Oh no, the women have to stay home and cook and clean and do nothing else. Oh no.
Only the men can act. Yeah.
Matt, make theater great again. Yesterday, Jake Paul, you guys know Jake Paul, he buys a Georgia ranch for $39 million, you know. His big brother or little brother, I don't know which one it is, I don't care. Logan Paul, he buys a $49 million Georgia blue cheese. Take that, ranch. You like that, Mom? All right. We're going to start with gay news now. Right now, we're going to do gay news and then maybe a little song. Chris, do you have some gay news to stand up for? Happy Pride Month again.
Yeah, no, thank you so much, Mac James. Absolutely. Happy Pride Month, everybody. It is the end of June. So I don't have too much gay news to stand up for outside of the fact that it is Pride this weekend in St. Petersburg. So if you want to come on down, it's going to be huge. Last year, they had a record turnout. I think it was 300,000 people. So you know what that means, boys? It's time to start eating some fiber tonight. Get yourselves ready for the weekend, you know. And if you know what I'm saying, you know what I'm saying. So
I eat mine cold. Fiber.
Your fiber. Oh, nice, James. But yeah, no. A little shout out to Metro and
movie, dude.
Hey, it's Pride Month, James. Everybody's gay. Okay, it's okay. It's fine. But
I take my fiber suppository style.
Oh, I mean, that's the best way to take it, honestly, is boofing it. So fiber boof. I don't know, but yeah. Also, a little shout out to Metro Inclusive Health. I always like to shout them out right before Pride Month. If anybody is out there, if you don't know your HIV status, please go get a free test. It's totally worth it. It only takes about 10 minutes. Know what you're working with before you go out there partying for Pride. So I always like to shout them out. They've done a lot of good work for me over the years.
Finish that right there, bud?
I will later,
Yeah,
James, but I don't need to be chewing gum while I'm doing a song for you guys. So
You know, I
mean,
recently
if you
asked,
want it, James, you can have my.
If you're done, you're not done with it.
you know, speaking
I
of
know,
the
right? Isn't this so
HIV
weird?
testing,
Like I just took it out so I could like play music, James, and now.
Glad you didn't put it on my my picture of Batman I drew you.
Well, yeah, I didn't want to ruin it. This is a lovely picture of Batman, by the way. If anybody out there can see it, I know we're on the radio, so it's a very lovely caricature of Batman drawn in red ink. So
Batman and Robin.
yes, Batman and Robin. Yes,
Batman and Robin.
yes.
The boy under.
All right,
Play
so
us a jam or
play
whatever.
a little,
you're gonna do
play a little song. It's kind of like a little bit of an exercise I like to do to warm up, but it kind of turned into a fun little song. It doesn't have any lyrics, but it's yeah, it's just good for like structure. So I like this. It's a nice little sketch that I have. So, and it doesn't have a title either. So here we go. No lyrics. Sure.
Stand up for news if you know what's good for you. Stand up for news or you're just a fool. Your turn, Kevin.
ain't got no legs.
You gotta try harder than that. Stand up for news if you're a gangster like me. Stand up for news even if you're a girl and you gotta pee. Don't sit down. Don't sit down. Stand up now. Stand up for news. Stand up for news. Stand up for news. Can't stand up for its own self, 'cause it was born without legs. Guys, stand up for news. It was born in a wheelchair. Stand up for news. Stand up for news. With Robin and Kevin and Brandy and Joe and Carolyn and Artifice.
Stand up for news.
Stand up for news. Stand up for news. Yeah. Stand up for the Jews. Give it up, everyone. You guys know it's Christopher Wright. Happy Pride Month.
Poison Ivy would be happy if anybody really knows the dirty details.
Nice.
All right, back to current news, you guys. Give it up again for Chris. Thank you, Chris.
Anybody think? All right.
Current
so
news, we have a ceasefire between Iran, and which, like I said last week, Donald Trump's going to make that country that's messing with Israel wish they ran,
Well,
Yeah, Israel. More like is unreal, you guys.
Not really.
Israel. Oh, you want me to do that bit again? Yeah, I took your gum.
You're actually
Anyway,
Oh, that's close.
Donald Trump invited Iran and Israel to his show, The Apprentice, so he could say, you guys are cease-fired. Over to Robin. Over to Robin.
Okay, so J.C. Penney's will be closing its warehouse and laying off hundreds of employees. This is a very sad time for fans of bad clothing.
I'm so bummed now.
All
All right, well,
Let's see.
you know who's next.
Did you guys hear that they wanted to attack Florida first? How do you guys feel about that one?
Bring it
So-
on. Let's go. I got my 4x4. I got my guns. Let's go. Bring it on.
Jeez. Yeah.
Well, sorry.
Who's attacking Florida? Iran?
Well, now that brings on to another conversation that's very trending on TikTok.
What's that?
New York versus Florida. Who would win?
Well, New York's already here. They're already here. They already moved here.
I'm moving here.
Oh, we've been
Hey,
moving
I'm
here.
moving over
We've
here.
We created the old retired Jewish
prostituting
people
here.
created Miami.
I'm
Come
getting electrified
on.
here.
We've been here for centuries.
I'm
Yeah.
horrified
You know what I
here.
mean? Not centuries, but
I think Florida would win.
Yeah, I feel like Florida's scrappier.
We're outnumbered, though.
you guys
Well,
it's a numbers game.
Hold on a second. If you're from New York,
Yes,
look to your left. Look, your
to your left.
your headphones are on backwards. We're doomed.
Oh,
We're doomed.
No, they ain't.
My socks are on.
That's the left side right there.
Isn't there
I forgot.
like
Right
30
side.
million people living in Florida? I think we could take New York on in a
No,
heartbeat.
your headphones are on, right?
All right.
He's fucking with you.
No,
I got
I'm taking
It was like this.
I got Brandy Joy chomping at the bit with her news story she wrote really hard. She worked on it. She practiced it in the mirror.
So-
You ready, Brandy, to tell us
Iran,
your
do you still
current
think you
news
could
story?
take on
Current.
Florida?
Yeah, I had it ready. All right. So I read recently that there's 13 reasons schools don't actually teach you how to be a functioning adult. And I'm like, only 13? All right. One woman said they weren't networking. They don't teach networking enough.
My 13th reason.
And like networking, that's when we learn how to pass notes. I remember the first time I seen LOL was on a hand pass note. And so I wrote back, what does LOL mean? And they wrote laugh out loud. And she passed it back to me. And I'm like, oh crap. Because I'm sitting in class. Like, am I supposed to really laugh at? So I'm like,
That's funny.
Well, we have our.
someone just passed me. I'm sorry.
Oh,
Someone
we
just
can't-
passed me a
don't
note
show
that
the
said
camera that, it's
FULOL.
We have our man on Us Street, co-founder and of Stand Up for News. Welcome, Scott Patrick. How you doing, buddy?
Scott, woo!
How's it going, everybody?
It's going.
Hey, bud.
What street are you on today?
Well, since today is National Coconut Day, National Handshake Day, and it's National Pride Month, I'm actually in Atlanta, Georgia, because it's referred to as the Black Gay Mecca. So I'm on Best Friend Road because I'm hoping what starts with handshake leads me to being filled with cocoa nuts.
You just gave Chris the vapors.
I didn't hear it.
You said George is the black gay capital of
Oh
the
yeah,
nation.
we know that Atlanta
He already knew
exists. Like, yeah, you ever been?
He's got a timeshare there.
I got some friends there. So.
So it's also National Barcode Day, which I don't know if you guys have a barcode, but my code is I always wear camo because it's the only time I hunt for pigs.
That barcode at my bar, the barcode at my bar is no race, no religion, no politics, and no crying at my bar. All right? Chris knows the barcode.
You also don't allow more than one person in the bathroom at the bathroom stall at a time.
That's specifically a rule I made for you
That's
last
terrible.
week.
I
You were
really-
there.
No
Come on down to
politics,
Brewlands Bar and Billiards in Clearwater at the ICAT Center right there off US 19. You guys, anyway, I'll plug that again later. Go ahead, Scott. Fire one ready.
Well, if there's no crying in your bar, I could never have sex in their bathroom.
That's why Brandy's not allowed in the bathroom. Crying in the bathroom. Yeah.
Do you always cry after sex?
Only after talking about race, religion, and politics.
During.
Everybody's cut off.
I don't know if you guys know this, but it's actually also National Work from Home Day. And I just got a new job. I don't know if I told you guys. I got a new job. I actually ex laxative. It's this crappy job, but you know, at this job, I sit on the throne.
Crappy.
Give him a whistle there, Chris, when you can breathe. There you go. Joke of the day whistle.
Sorry.
All right. Anything else you ready for? You want to jump in the rotation?
Well, I don't even know, probably like 12 stories. So if you want me to read them now or whenever, you just tell me what to do.
I will put you in the rotation, and then
Okay.
So let's give it over to Robin with some more current news.
The teenager known as Big Balls. That
Hi, that's me.
What's happening?
Go
ahead, Mom. Go ahead.
Yeah, Elon's guy.
yeah, no,
Go ahead.
that's a real guy.
That's
It's
the
not
thing,
me. Yeah,
Big balls.
Big Balls. The teenager known as Big Balls that Elon Musk hired to help with Doge spending. He quit. Yeah, he was seen with a box bringing home a mug, a plant, and all the United States citizens' Social Security information from his cubicle.
That took some balls.
Big balls.
That's
All right.
nice.
I mean, that's what he goes by.
Yeah.
Robin, I'm sorry, Brandy, over to you.
All right. So I got Ginny Farley, known as Jay Wow from Jersey. She's a Jersey Shore star. It's reported that she once had to lock herself and her son in an airport bathroom and hog tie him while she was first processing her son's diagnosis for autism.
Oh, wow.
Hog tie her son to deal with his autism. Now, I've heard of babysitting, but hog tying, I think that might be going a little far.
That's a bit much. Thank God.
Kevin, we had a new segment you wanted to touch on. A new game segment that he's going to let us try. And this segment is called Gay House or what is it? Gay House or Steak Bar, right? Steak bar or Gay House. You guys have to decide.
It's
Go ahead,
a
Kevin.
Gay house, nice.
Yeah, it's a steakhouse or gay bar. It's a common. It's not a new game, and I didn't make it up. I usually like to bring a game, but I figured I had limited time today.
We got
Limited
4
time.
minutes and 14 seconds.
We got plenty of time to do this. All right,
3
so
minutes. Sorry, 3.
I'm going to give you the name of either a steakhouse or a gay bar, and if you want to answer it, just say your name first, and I'll, let you guess. Okay, you guys ready?
Got it.
Are you
got it.
ready?
Let's do this.
All right, let's do it.
Free for Brandy.
Steakhouse or gay bar?
Your name first.
No, I'll say the.
No, we haven't gotten the name yet.
All right,
Sorry.
claim jumper.
Your name first.
Okay, Mac James.
Steakhouse.
It is indeed a steakhouse.
Yay.
There you go. Okay. Next one is the Madison Pub.
The what?
Madison Pub.
Brandy.
Brandy.
Steakhouse.
No, it's a gay bar. Thought you would have knew.
Chris, you should be getting all these right.
Yeah. No,
Yeah.
I've got it right so far. So,
All right, next one is Stonewall.
Chris, definitely gay bar.
It is indeed a gay bar. Yeah.
Been there. He wrote his name on the wall in the bathroom.
I thought I saw you there.
Happened in 69.
For a good time.
All right, we got
Artist knows. Call 727-441-3000.
we got a couple more. Steakhouse or gay bar? The Magic Castle.
Oh, Robin.
Robin. Well, she forgot her name. Robin.
It's a steakhouse?
It is indeed a steakhouse.
Okay.
You've been
All
there.
right.
Wow, I got that wrong.
All right, rapid fire. We got one more hind quarter.
Oh my god.
Joe. Gay
Joe.
bar.
Joe says gay bar.
That sounds like a steakhouse.
It is indeed a steakhouse.
No.
Wish
He's like, I
this.
would know a gay bar called that.
Gay steakhouse.
Wishful thinking. It's a gay house.
That's
It's a
great.
gay house.
All right, here we go. One more. BLT Prime.
Brandy,
Brandy.
gay bar.
No, I'm so sorry. It's a steakhouse. You really wanted it to be.
I'm 100% always wrong in these.
I will do one more. We'll do one more. Ben and Jax.
Chris.
That is definitely a gay bar.
I'm so sorry,
No.
bro. Yeah, it's a steakhouse.
steakhouse.
It's the
You
gayest
wish.
steakhouse I've ever heard.
I know, though. Ben Jacks.
Oh
All right,
my
who
God.
won? Who won?
I think the winner's. Well, no, we got a tiebreaker. We got a
Oh,
tiebreaker.
okay,
We'll
one
do
more.
one more. The Velvet Hammer.
Oh, that's definitely a gay bar.
Ah, you didn't say your name.
James.
James.
Your name?
Go ahead.
Yeah, it's definitely a gay,
Gay
bar.
bar. He says, no, steakhouse spot. The Velvet
Ben
Hammer. Nah, I think
Did
Brandy's
have
the
some
winner.
fun in the bathroom there, didn't we?
Yay. See, the game was
Dang.
to get all the questions wrong.
All right.
Ha, gotta do that.
All right, we're going to go back to some current news now. Over to Scott Patrick with current news.
Well, first off, I was thinking about that Stonewall place. I'm thinking the reason they named it Stonewall is because if you don't pick up somebody to bring home, you got a jack, son.
Yeah, that's a little dark, man.
Hear it, yeah.
Sun.
Darker the better, especially in Chris's case.
This-
A Swiss man was buried in snow. A Swiss man was buried in snow for 2 hours to break a world record. Inside sources say that when asked, Snow said, "Yeah, he was in me for 2 hours because I licked his boom boom down."
Remember that song?
I can't hear what he's saying. I don't know that sounds.
Oh, that's true.
Oh, I thought that was good.
Definitely good. Robin, current news, Robin. What do you got for us?
Like bang bang shrimp.
Ireland closes its latest coal plant, becoming the 15th coal-free country in Europe. It still, however, ranks number one in four-leaf clover plants.
Lucky to be there.
Look at the Irish.
All right. So
I wish you were half Italian like me.
I wish I were Scotch.
Sorry, Brandy.
that's okay. I wish you didn't do that.
I
That's all I had. I'm not
wish you'd tell your joke.
All right.
Nice.
I mean,
All
news
right.
story.
So we got a woman named Rachel Chapman. And she wrote, "It's been 15 years since I was paralyzed at my bachelorette party." And then the update was, how is she doing now? And she goes in to tell us why she's no longer friends with the bridesmaid who pushed her in the pool. I think
Probably
we can
'cause
guess.
Her first name and her middle name is both Rachel.
Rachel
said Rachel,
Chapman.
Rachel.
Yeah, Rachel. Ratchet Rachel.
Pizza.
All right.
Over to Kevin A.
Nugget?
Holly.
All right. This is another nobody cares news. Universal announces El Arista, a Spanish haunted house for Halloween Horror Nights. It's so woke. When you go there inside, they deport you to Disney across the street where you're safe.
So woke.
Oh my goodness.
Thanks.
Nice. That was so woke.
Pick up the whistle.
Scott Patrick, you go ahead, will you, bud? Take my turn for me.
All right. Okay. The world's largest game of red light, green light was just played in California, which is shocking. Such a huge game in California regarding trafficking.
I get it.
Nice.
Now, I am Mac James, your weatherman. It's time for the weather. And I am here to ask everyone if they could help me figure out what's my farts smell more like, whether it's Grand Marnier or whether it's Black and Milds. Chris, you first. Does it smell whether like it's Black and Milds or whether it's Grand Marnier?
I'm going Grand Marnier.
Grand Marnier. Venom agrees. Anybody else? Mom, you smelled my farts. Grand Marnier or Black and Mild? Well, you've smelled Grandma Marnier and Black Malt at the same time.
I've seen you drink Grand Marnier, so I'm going to go with that one.
And if you smelled it while I was drinking, it was probably my fart. And Joe, you've seen me drinking Grand Marnier and smoking Black Malt?
And I've never smelt your farts.
Because you refuse to pull my finger. Over to you, Carol Ann. Yes, that's me.
I'm going to go with both. So,
Oh, thank you. She got the correct answer.
both.
The weather is now over.
Good.
Anybody else have any weather? Anybody else have any
Well,
weather?
I got weather. I got weather. It
what's
being
the
a
weather like
National
over there?
Handshake Day, National Handshake Day. So, Nikki Garcia, the ex-fiance of John Cena, she says her ex-fiance John Cena shook her hand during the first meeting post-split. Of course, no one's seen that handshake, of course, because whether you have eyeballs or not, we all know that you can't see John Cena. You can't see me. Or like John C. Not.
They used to call me John Seaman. My finishing move, the 5-knuckle shuffle, was way different than his. You know what I'm talking about? I didn't watch that.
That's fine.
He's shooting a bubble.
Kevin,
You're showing
Kevin,
us.
James, we already made it to third base. Like it's okay.
Fourth base.
Yeah, y'all are sharing.
we did share
Already
fluids now.
been
That's
chewed
fourth base.
gum.
Yeah.
All right,
We did
Kevin.
it.
I my rape van broke down. I had to put it in the shop for real, and they gave me a loaner. I got a Toyota Prius, a 2025 Prius, and on the dashboard it tells you the temperature like any other car. I got out of the van said 90 degrees. I get in the Prius and it said 107, and I'm like, this Prius is so woke. It's trying to warn me about global warming,
Right? I thought it was a rap van.
I didn't
It's
know
a
whether or
rape
not
van?
I could actually put any kids in the back of it though.
No, definitely not.
No.
If it was a rap van, it'd be different.
Yeah.
All right, what about you, Scott Patrick? You got any weather?
What? Yeah. Since Trump, proved his ability to rename the Gulf of Mexico to Gulf of America, I was thinking, I don't know whether or not he should change the pronunciation of tariff to tariff. Because who wants to be quoted as saying, we don't want any of these tariffs in our country?
Them tariffs took my job.
We all really don't though.
Tariffs took my job.
These tariffs taking our jobs.
And in Irvine, California, you guys. Oh, wait. Weather, Mom?
I don't think
No
I
weather?
have the weather. Yeah,
All right.
no.
I'll go on to the current news again. In Irvine, California, the new all-electric hospital emits 0 emissions, you guys. It's all electric.
Nice.
You guys, yeah. The electric hospital had this to say when I asked for a quote. It said, boogie, woogie, woogie, woogie. It's electric.
And then everybody died.
Is that like 3 weeks in a row we've done that now? I've done
I
that.
think
I'm sorry.
it's
I have.
Yeah.
All right. So now it's time for history and news. Laughs from the past with Robin Savage.
Okay, I will kick off the history. A lot of things happened on this day, June 26th and or June 25th. This one's June 25th, 1993. Kim Campbell becomes Canada's first woman prime minister. Now, Canadians know that she only served for 6 months. However, Americans think she invented Campbell's soup.
Laughs from the past. Brandy Joy. You got laughs from the past? Some history and news for us?
Yeah, I got one. And so this week in history, it says British and French troops massacre 47 Chinese protesters. Now, horrible news. However, we got the 4th of July coming up. So, I mean, come on, we ain't got nothing to do with that.
We do need them for their fireworks, though. So that was not good.
True.
We love fireworks. And speaking of fireworks, you got a big fireworks story for us, don't you, bud? Light it off.
I mean, I got a today in history news.
Go ahead.
All right, here we go. Today, in 1908, Salvador Allende became the president of Chile. And also on this day in 2018, I dated a woman from Chile, and she would go into the Earth's crust to harvest the lithium and cobalt for the electric vehicles. Yeah, I dated a Chilean miner. Thank you. That's off the dome.
On this day, okay.
It inspired him to get
United
that van.
Nations, the United Nations formed and was signed today in 1945. You guys, in your face, League of Nations.
Yeah.
In your face.
In their face.
In their
On their
face.
face. It's Pride Month.
Down their throats. Too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So,
I mean, this Pride Month, yeah.
I had one more I wanted to tell you that's important. Yellow water shocks the residents of Detroit for the past few days coming out of their faucets, you guys.
What?
Yeah, they're like, why the heck isn't it brown? Welcome to Detroit.
Welcome to Detroit.
Over to you, Mom.
Okay, I have another This Week in History, June 26th. Oh,
No, you're
okay.
good. Yeah.
I'll go to you next. June 26, 1977, Elvis Presley performed his final concert in Indianapolis, Indiana. Due to the King of Rock and Roll's weight gain, that event was also called the Indy 500.
Oh my God.
I think that might be the whistle.
All right, let's give it to Scott real quick. Scott Patrick, and then we'll go Chris, and then we got a surprise for you.
Okay, on this day in 1898, a man named Chesty Fuller was born. He was a Marine Corps Lieutenant General. His name was Chesty Fuller. Yeah, he was involved in the Banana Wars, if you can believe that. You know, and which is curtailed of Nicaragua and Haiti. You know, which makes me think Haiti's nuts. Yeah, Chesty Fuller, Banana Wars. But I'm not. You know, bullshit. You're like, Chesty Fuller was actually the most decorated Marine in history. I mean, I'm not pulling your chest.
I think you meant Nicaragua.
Yeah, I don't know if you're allowed to say Nicaragua. That's like, isn't that Hennessy?
Nicaragua.
That's Hennessy, right? Nicaragua is Hennessy. I'm pretty sure.
All right, Chris, I want you to tell this one I handed you, not that one that you're holding. Come on.
Not the one that
Come on now.
Savaged. Okay, well.
No. Read the one I gave you.
Okay, fine. It's I guess very recently in history, national.
This is not history. This is news.
Oh, I thought we were still doing history news. We're just doing history. Oh my God. All right, fine. Okay.
This just happened.
Fine. Today is National Bomb Pop Day. Trump celebrated early. I ran to the ice cream truck.
Trump celebrated bomb. Okay, so now we have a new segment I like to call IDC News. It's called I Don't Care. Carol Ann News, right? Carol Ann, you ready? I said I'd let you rant for a minute. And here you go. It's time for your rant.
Oh God!
She's been listening to us since
Let me get some
Joe
water
started
first,
sponsoring us.
because I got a lot to rant about.
She's gonna rant. You got
Gotta wet
4
my
minutes.
whistle.
All right.
Give
Here,
her a
I'll give you my
whistle?
water.
I'm actually
Don't y'all
not
have
kidding.
some of that gum that y'all
On.
been sharing?
Go.
What are they sharing?
It's right here on Batman.
I don't care news.
Some Cooler-Aid, yeah.
Oh, you need some Kool-Aid?
Oh, there you go.
Thank you.
Kool-Aid.
Thank you, Brandy.
Cooler-Aids. I mean,
Nothing
it is-
cool
I mean,
about having
honestly,
AIDS
it's
unless you're drunk.
All right.
It's true.
So, all
It is Pride Month.
right. Now the fucking pressure.
Oh, we don't say naughty words on the radio. That's why Avery's on balls.
PG, very PG. Sorry.
She's from New York.
How can I rant
I'm
without
swearing you.
using any curses? You know, one thing about I'm going to rant about. Why do we make curse words and then go, we can't use them? It's like, oh, I don't know.
I swear it's
That's
a
it.
curse.
But all right. So what do I want to rant about? Do I want to rant about you guys?
Yes.
Do I want to rant about the world that we live in? Come
Iran,
on.
they're in the news. You
Iran.
can talk about them. Donald Trump's going to make them wish they ran.
Well,
What makes you happy? What makes you most happy?
makes me happy.
Yes.
Ah,
Well, you're in New
I
Yorker.
liked, huh?
Oh, I was gonna say, I'm sorry.
Was-
You're a New Yorker. What makes you mad?
I was gonna say that's what makes me happy.
Bad pizza.
Anytime I get to rant, that's what makes me happy. I really get to go
I'm
on here and go
ranting
down.
you.
Let me. Yeah.
Do you like when these guys are gum swapping?
I gave it back.
I'm not really sure
He
that
did give it back to
They're
me.
sharing gum.
Sounds like what senior citizens do when they French kiss.
I mean, go just hang out in the villages long enough. I see a lot of stuff get swapped back and forth.
When you said you're from New York, what's been one of the biggest differences the moving from moving to Florida? You know, one of my things was at nighttime, it's like the temperature doesn't go down, but it's like they just turn the lights off. You know, that was a big difference. That nighttime doesn't change temperatures.
Well,
that
the
mean?
summer. Okay, all right. So we're not going to get into weather here. I didn't know I was that
Very
boring.
good weather.
But honestly, my biggest thing about the biggest difference between New York and Florida is that New Yorkers mind their own business. We really do. Here in Florida, everybody is way too curious into like what you're doing. We're like,
What do you mean by that? Tell me. I need to know.
so.
Right? Yeah. What do you mean?
Literally, the reason you're on the radio talking right now is because
Okay.
you butted into my business with Stanford saying a bunch of different opinions that I wanted to hear on the radio. So go
Okay,
ahead and
that's
tell
on
me,
the radio.
what
Not,
do you think?
know.
We should be more opinionated or less newsy, more organic?
Yes, more organic, definitely
Those
more
are things you were
organic. There needs to
telling
be
me
a
about.
little bit more chemistry, like a little bit more. I don't know. Instead of going around in a circle, I think we should all
Go in a square.
You know, I mean,
Rectangle.
maybe this is a New Yorker
Triangle.
thing. We just talk over each
That's
other.
a different one.
You know,
Octagon.
That's the best part.
It's like triangles.
You
Oh
know,
yeah,
it's just,
talking over each other makes great radio.
oh, it makes without a doubt.
I'm talking over everybody over
Yeah.
here.
I'm talking
Yeah,
over
I'm
you.
sorry, exactly. There we go. This is it. That's it. Come on, bring that energy over here. All right, bring a little. All right. So tell me to your face what you think, and then don't be nice to me if you don't like me.
You look like crap. I'm joking. You look
Oh,
absolutely
my
beautiful.
gosh.
I don't mean that's not what I was talking about. I'm just saying, hey, if you don't like me to my face, don't.
We like you, Caroline.
One of my very first things that was the biggest culture shock, really, is one when people say, "Hey, how you doing?" Like, "Hey, good morning." That's very strange. Like you're walking down, like, well, people don't walk around here.
We're walking
So that's
here.
actually
Hey, like New York,
nobody
where we
walks.
announce it
Nobody
and
walks
say, I'm
down
walking
here.
here. but
Brandy
we
does
walk
a
here.
good Marissa Tomei.
She went to Murrow. Shout out to Murrow, Edward R. Murrow. I went to Murrow too. But back that took me off track now. Now you throw off my group here with my rant.
I'm sorry.
It's all right, I can rant for hours.
Well, we gotta get back to a little bit more current news anyhow, and then we're gonna wrap up with we covered everything but plugs. But I'm gonna start with Scott Patrick with current news.
Well,
I still
all right,
don't
so
think
the
I got to
world-
rant enough, but whatever.
It was 4 minutes.
That was 4 minutes?
Yeah.
No way.
I watched the clock.
Wow.
All right, go ahead, Scott.
Time goes fast when you piss off.
Well, I was just saying that the world's largest cheese tasting was held in Colombia, which to me seems smart. A cheese tasting in the sweltering heat. I mean, a great part of it is, at least half attendees also took part in making their own from London cheese.
That was cheesy. It was grilled cheese.
It's
melted
from
cheese.
Australia because it's from down under.
No, but I think that New York is a great place, like you were saying. Just ask Rick Moranis.
Wait, I like that he said New York is a great place. I want to hear more about it.
Yeah, no, you just got to ask Rick Moranis about it.
Oh, yeah, he got punched in the face.
Indiana man, you
Oh,
guys.
he did. He got punched on the sidewalk. I
Yeah,
remember
for
that.
nothing.
Yeah, you don't gotta live in New
You
York to
gotta-
get punched in the face.
You got to live a little.
That's
You
right.
gotta punch in the face.
I'm getting
That's-
punched in the face
Now
here.
you know how to dodge a.
I got a story for you. An Indiana man, he holds cops at bay in his car for 4 hours with a gun, threatening to kill himself. When he finally came out of the car with a white flag in one hand, the gun held to another, a tactical sniper shot and killed the man. It didn't make sense, right? So they asked the SWAT team guy why he shot him. He said when he saw the white flag, he saw it as a red flag after he blew his brains on it. That's that story in Indiana yesterday.
Oh,
I got
you
one.
did mention something earlier about a New York train, right? Like
The prostitute that fell in it.
yeah.
Yeah.
So there's
she was
another
prostituting
thing
here.
about. All right, so there's New York delays. I'm telling you, if somebody tries to throw them, and it's happened, I've been on the train for another half hour
She didn't get to do that. She was
because
taken to the
somebody tried to
emergency room.
jump. Like I'm trained for another half hour
She didn't get to do that. She was
because
She was taken to the
somebody tried
emergency
to
room.
jump. Like I'm telling you, this happens all the time. This is not a joke, true story. Somebody has tried to kill themselves, and literally people get upset that they did not get to their.
they missed their train because somebody jumped on there.
Not even just miss their train; they're running late for work.
Hopefully it's before work, not after.
It's like when
they-
someone kills himself.
I'm late for work
They're
here.
like, I'm not even kidding. True
Yeah.
story.
All right, so we
Whatever.
got.
I'm not even trying to be funny. That's very
Well, it was
sad.
very funny. I don't know. You don't even have to try. You're natural.
Oh, yeah.
It's in the news. It might be dark sometimes, but we still got to talk about it. Robin, you got some dark news to talk about, don't you?
Let me see. Nothing here is dark, but I have a dumb news to talk about.
Yes.
Let's turn the lights off then. huh?
The singer The Weeknd is returning to SoFi Stadium. Now, the last time he performed at this venue, he lost his voice and had to cancel the whole show. To ensure success this time around, The Weeknd scheduled his performance on a weekday.
I like that.
Scott Patrick, over to you, bud.
All said you wanted some dark news. Okay.
Yes, please. It'll make me feel better.
Oregon middle schoolers designed prosthetic legs for a paralyzed dog. Unfortunately, the dog ate them because they were made of macaroni.
Brady, your turn,
All right,
Brady.
again, sorry, it's not dark, but yeah, we're talking about interstate news. So here's one from Wisconsin. A man in Wisconsin, he was out on 10 total bonds. Well, he was arrested early Saturday morning after police in Wisconsin found him in possession of 1/3 pound of cocaine and a whole bunch of money. And well, I mean, that stinks for Wisconsin, but hey, Florida party on.
Yeah.
Was he white?
So he's making that cheese, huh?
Over to Kevin A. Holly.
I got some dark news. In crazy dark world news, the death toll from Kenya's anti-government protests rose to 16 people. Wait, Kenya's got a government? What? Are you from there? Are you half from there? I don't know.
I was somewhere between Kenya and America.
Just a 16 candles.
That's all I had.
That's amazing.
Thank you.
So now I guess we've covered everything but plugs, you guys. So now it's time to start plugging stuff. We'll start with whoever. Robin, you ready? You got the mic in your hand.
I am. In fact, I've got a skit scat as soon as we're off the air because I'm going to be at Beach Kombucha today at 11. Yeah, I'm hosting.
Yeah, I like beach kombucha.
Yeah, I've been there before.
Yeah, I got a quick plug to do. In fact, right after the show is done, I'm going to be over at Strange Clouds on 2222 Main Street in Clearwater. It's trivia and game night hosted by Professor J Events. It's a new thing we're doing. And then check us out next week, Thursday on July 3rd at the Zen Den. It's a brand new open mic we're doing every month. So, and that's in Largo, 66th Street in Ulmerton. So
putting the gay in game night.
Putting the gay back in game night. You know it.
Oh, we got the King of the Ring presents the Mansion Throwdown is in Riverview. The address is 11910 Climbing Fern Avenue, Riverview, Florida. We're gonna have three musicians there. He's got a pool's gonna be open, jacuzzi's gonna be open to the public, and we got about a good 12 to 15 good comedians coming through.
Nice.
Be a nice show.
It's a guitar-shaped pool. I mean,
Everybody's welcome. Nice. Does have a guitar-shaped pool. I haven't been there. I'll be at work that night. So Brandy, you got any plugs you want to plug? Any
Yeah, I got a
plugs?
butt plug.
Plug that realty thing you do.
Oh yeah, the current interest rates are 6 point something. I don't usually go over real estate jokes because real estate is not funny. I'm actually less funny because I'm a realtor. So tonight I'm actually going to be going to this soft opening to this one place called She's So Crispy on Central. And I won't be performing there yet. However, I will be going over there because I'm hoping that she's going to be a new sponsor of ours.
Yeah. Oh, sweet.
Yeah.
If you sold that kind of like if you sold property in the Gaza Strip, you'd be at Israeltor. You know what I'm saying? Kevin, plug something, Kevin.
I'm going to be at Snappers in Palm Harbor, July 31st, August 1st, and August 2nd for the weekend. And tonight, I'll be giving back earrings to a girl that put me in the friend zone down on the beach in Clearwater.
Let's pawn those things. Cool. Forget about that.
Yeah, get one of me.
All right. So I will be at Brewlands Bar and Billiards. Come and see me. We have lots of great specials. Every Monday and Wednesday nights, you buy one drink. That next one's for your first round is a quarter. We got hospitality nights Thursday nights through Sunday nights after 10. Come on down and check it out. This is our song. You guys ready? Stand up for you. Stand up for you. We'll stand up for you. Sing. You stand up.
Stand up. Stand up.
Stand up now.
WTAN Clearwater. FM 106.